Welcome to the series where we never learn anything. Because every bit of info we have is somehow wrong. Anyway, welcome one and all to another Umineko stream. And I coughed and burped. Therefore, it's officially a BB stream. Yay. Why is this not exist one? Wait. Why is this new existence? Why am I always to be awkward? Oh. Just was a bit tired. Tiny bit tired. Hi, Rush. Welcome. It's time to figure out the mystery of Rokajima. And how Beato might not exist. Ever. Probably existed at some point. Anyway, Balor, listen to her backstory and stop being lazy. She said something about a homunculus? Know a bit about that. It's that thing, right? The manufactured human created with alchemy or something? Yes. And Lady So was shut up in a homunculus, and when she was revived in this world, receiving life again as a baby. Oh, okay, that's just describing being born? However, because she was a babe, even if Kinzo tried to profess his love to her, it would be useless. Yeah, I agree with Balor here. That's a bit more than fucked. And my own theory, what actually happened is also quite fucked, but okay. You aren't saying grandfather shut that baby up in this mansion. They would reach the same age? Yes. That is what I'm saying. However, while so was the same, a human spirit receives a strong influence from his vessel. My lady lost all her memories of the past and grew up as a very normal human girl. Are you saying that's the Beato sitting in the garden chair? Yes, that is correct. She grew to be completely identical. However, she did not possess her power as a witch. I must stress that my lady was a human. Yeah, I don't believe this backstory in... Oh, shit. Accidentally switch screens. I don't believe this backstory in the fucking slightest. Mostly because we saw a bit of Beato's backstory earlier, in the prologue. Beato grew up here. And she said she wanted to be a witch. And you're telling me, like, oh, where's big gray witch, Beato? Hmm? Beato, who was sitting in the garden chair looking up at the sky, asked the same question again. She asked who she was. Yeah, that... Those words were finally starting to click. She couldn't understand why she was living here, all locked up. Grandfather seized Beatrice so shut it up in a body of flesh, then shut that up in a hidden mansion. So this sounds like three metaphors with each other. And the bird cage, her choice, and her body? If you take the so to be the ability to make choices, the bird cage, the mansion to be the ability to choose where to be able to leave, is the body like... I guess he probably gets her dresses and stuff, but that's a bit weird. However, since she had lived here since the time she was born, she couldn't even understand who she was. Why she lived shut up in there. Wait. You said take such a stupid story seriously. Why don't I change my interpretation? Oh, thank fuck, he's finally actually trying this. Essentially, couldn't it be something like this? Grandfather met Beatrice. He then fell in love with her and courted her, but she didn't nod her head in agreement. And they got angry and shut her up inside this hidden mansion. He just tried to escape, and no matter what she did, she couldn't succeed. So she finally chose her own death. Then, maybe there's a girl that looked just like Beatrice. No, a baby. I'm getting too hung up on potential metaphors. Look, everything's a fucking metaphor. I don't trust anything in this game not to be a metaphor. When they open each chapter with a metaphor, I expect metaphors. Grandfather raised his child with care. But maybe grandfather didn't really view the child as his daughter. Shut my soul once more into a cage of flesh. Those words probably meant I didn't view this kid as her child, as her reincarnation. Maybe that's what it meant. If you interpret it that way, even a story that weird might make a little sense. No. This might be some bullshit Beato cooked up to confuse me. Adler, please stop being stupid. This is if I could accept any of this. In the first place, Kua Dorian, was it? There's no proof that whatever that hidden mansion actually existed. This be something you just fabricated on the spot? Why? Why would she? It helps your argument, Battler. Why would she lie about it?
六軒島の森の中にはクワドリアンという隠し屋敷が実在します。
Oh! Oh, that's a very important piece of red text. Holy shit. Okay. Woo.
それが今話をしていた場所です。
A hidden mansion called Kua Dorian does exist in the forest of Rokenjima. That is the place we're just talking about. Alice and his paranoia arc. Yeah, it seems like it. Also, woof. Holy shit. Okay, that confirms the hidden mansion. I'm not sure if that statement means does it. I assume it means currently exists and isn't a statement of did exist or has existed. Huh?
Aka.
Red? Renault used the red to say that Kua Dorian actually existed. Does that mean the same thing as the red Beatos used?
これでも悪魔の端くれでございます。
Even I'm much of one, I am a demon all the same.
お嬢様には
Please keep this a secret from my lady. Yes. I'm correct, that was a present tense statement. Thank you, Rush. Yeah. Beato, who I knew I would try to trip her up, had grown extremely cautious when using red. I think Rono could use that red. Of course, it's the red of a crafty man. I don't know how far I can accept it. Anyway, I might be able to get some hint out of it. So, that Beato relaxing in the garden of Kudawarian. Dorian. That conversation she had with her grandfather. Are they the truth? Yes. It is the truth. In the past. My fucking god, what the hell? He's just dropping all kinds of major truth bombs. Holy shit, okay. In the past, the pair actually had a conversation like that in this place. Okay, so obviously that word "like" is making this entire thing shaky as fuck. Because, like, the question then could have gone like, instead said, Beato says, "I'm not Beatrice, you fucking asshole." He goes, "I don't want to talk about this." She goes, "Tell me who I really am." He goes, "Don't want to talk, bye." That's like the conversation they had in an extremely tenuous way, but I mean, it carries the same points, you know? Thanks a lot. I'll ask her some more red? That she was born from a homunculus. But does that kind of unscientific magical thing actually exist? Well, I mean, technically today, homunculus do exist. I mean, there are lab-grown, not humans, admittedly, because that's extremely unethical. But there are lab-grown, like, creatures and stuff, so technically, yes. I am unable to answer that question. Well, if he was clear, it would probably give Beato too much info. Yeah, it's just, I find it funny because the like means essentially all that you can really say happened is Kinzo and Beatrice had a conversation about Beatrice. That's about all you can really say. The reason is that it would cause a stalemate. A stalemate? What do you mean? Oh, come on. I think Battler knows what a fucking stalemate means. He's heard it before, Rono. Shut the fuck up. We're not gonna... Come on. We're not... Beato said stalemate before. But Battler doesn't need to have that fucking explained, right? Right? It's a chess term referring to a state in which, similar to a perpetual check, any further progress in a game becomes impossible. This is the opposite of an endless repetition of moves. I'm now just thinking the entirety of episode 2, when every time fucking Beato was using chess to refer to the board, Battler was just confused as fuck. He didn't get any of that shit. That flew right over his head. And refers to a situation in which all moves disappear, resulting in a kind of deadlock. In a chess, this would lead to a draw, just as there were perpetual check. However, there is no draw in the game between you and my lady. Therefore, I'm going to answer any question in red that would bring about a stalemate. Saying riddles by saying something I don't really understand. When it comes down to it, you're just trying to trick me because you can't say in red that something magical like homunculus exists, right?
赤で魔女は実在すると言
Oh,
ったら
cool. We're bringing up this point. I thought it was kind of clear why this wasn't being said in red, but okay, fine. If I were to say in red that witches exist, what would you do, Beato-sama? That's what we're having this big fight over whether or not to believe, right? Tell me that outright. There'd be nothing more to discuss. The game over.
魔女は存在すると
If I said witches exist in red, you have no room
バトラ
for
様には
argument.
反論の余地がありません。しかしバトラ様は
However, since the reason would never have been made clear to you, Beato-sama,
それを
you
受け入
probably
れるので
wouldn't
しょう。
accept it.
しかし
However, after being told that in red, you have no room for argument and would not have been shown any proof.
この場合バトラ様は
In this situation, Beato-sama,
敗北を認められないにもかかわら
even
ず
though you wouldn't be able to admit defeat, you would have no way to make a counter-argument, and it would become a deadlock.
チェックメイトされていないにもかかわらず
Even though checkmate would not have been reached, no more moves would exist.
バトラ様が次の一手を打てない以上お嬢
It would
様に
never
手番
become
が
my
回ってくる
lady's
ことは
turn,
なくゲームはそこで
and the game would stop there for all of eternity. As Battler has proven, he is not smart. No, Battler is a lot of things. Like, okay, sometimes he's a badass, sometimes he's awesome, sometimes he's a bit smart. Other times he seems to have lost all of his brain cells and scattered them on the ground like fucking chicken feed.
その結果お嬢様があなたを
As a
屈
result,
させ
my
る
lady
こと
would be
も
unable to force you to submit.
これが手詰まりの状態です
That would be a deadlock situation.
それを回避するため
In order to avoid that,
このような形
I'm
になるご質
able
問
to
に
answer
は
any answer questions of this form in red.
早い話が
So to cut the chase, you mean that questions that leave no room for discussion are prohibited.
そう言いたいわけだな。まあ、そりゃ
Oh,
そうだよ
that
な。
makes sense, I guess.
赤で魔女は実在す
If I
るって
showed
言われ
witches
とっ
exist
た
in
ら
red, I'd have to give up from the
俺は
start.
花からお手上げだぜ。
ご理解いただけて助かります
I am pleased that you understand.
他の形の質問
I
でした
believe
ら
might be to work together if you ask a question of a different form.
奴がはぐらかした
Responding to the
復
petition
讐要求には答えられ
requested,
るか
request she dodged,
この島の人数
about the number of people on this island.
お嬢様が保留されている副賞要求にも
If my lady held back on the request, then of course I cannot respond.
お嬢様の代わり
As
で
my
ござい
lady's
ます
furniture, I'm unable to act too forward. Rono made an exaggerated gesture, trying to act like a royal retainer. This guy's so shameless.
一瞬でも使えるやつと思って
That's when I thought you might be useful. Battler, you are incredibly and painfully uncreative sometimes. There are a lot of things you can ask. Like a very important question of, like, is Beatrice Beato's mother? This is a very important question, Battler. It's a very, there are a lot of fucking things you can ask. You dumb motherfucker. This is incredibly helpful, please.
諦めて他の質問を探すか。
I'll give up on that and search for a different
そう
question.
だ。
That's right.
大事なことを確認
Just
する
trying
の
to
を
check
忘
something
れてた。
important.
これはベアとの思い出
This
話
is
だ
a story about Beato's memories, right?
When
When did that happen?
まさか現在
I
って
mean,
ことは
happening right
ないだ
now, right? That's... And there we go. Battler using his brain cells. Okay.
はい
Correct.
ここは1967年の世界。
Oh shit, we got another date. Okay. I'm gonna fucking put this down. Enzo has a conversation with Beato in, what year did he say? 1967. Okay. 19 years in the past. Yeah.
19年前の世界で
It is the world of 19 years ago. That doesn't entirely make sense. It mostly doesn't entirely make sense because of the phrase of the phrase of fucking show yourself, Beato. Like, what, is she supposed to have died or something? Yeah, I'm confused too, Battler. Let's go through the story one more time, please. It's very helpful. And Rosa is somewhere between preteen and teen, yeah. I wonder if it couldn't be something like this. Grandfather, a person with whom it fell unrequited love, called Beatrice. And he confined her in the Sin Mansion and continually courted her. But she was stubborn and didn't say yes. I immediately do not believe that part. My interpretation said Battler would be something like, prior to Kinzo inheriting the family name as much as he did, before the Kanto Great Quake, Kinzo fell in love with a woman named Beatrice. After the Great Quake, somehow, apparently this Beatrice had connections and managed to get him a shit ton of gold to help rebuild the family. What Kinzo wanted more than anything was just to be with her, but being a family head now, well, he had to get married to everyone's grandmother. So he might honestly have tried to make, been trying to make Rokujima as like a hidden away place for him to go to see his mistress. But before the mansion on Rokujima was finished being made, she died. Therefore, kind of didn't have a point to it anymore, and more than likely she's buried. If anything, I would guess she's buried here. I believe the child theory. It's just like, I'm more so of the opinion, like, I'm more so of the opinion right now that Beato never was trapped on the mansion. Beatrice, very important difference here, was never a trapped person. And she probably grew pessimistic about being able to escape from here and probably committed suicide. And then, so went humongous. No, if I accept that, same as accepting the witch. Interpret that part like this. She probably left a daughter behind when she died. Talk about the soul being going to a new body probably meant that grandfather raised that child believing it to be the reincarnation of Beatrice. In that case, Beatrice was existing on the island for at least the last 19 years as the 19th person. Then, so obviously, yeah, there's a couple problems with that theory. Beyond the one I said, like, Ballard might just be about to remember, oh, right. In the first game, it was said that Beatrice died before the mansion was finished being built, and the mansion got built in 1953. Yeah, there are some time gaps here that don't quite align. I'm starting to get confused. Anyway, none of this leaves the realm of the guesswork. Only thing I can never say in red, that 1967, in the hidden mansion Rokujima, Beatrice existed as a human. That's all.
その通りでございます。
That is correct.
1967年の六軒島の隠し屋敷に人間としてのベア
Another
トリーチ
important
ェ様が
line.
存在した。
Huh. That's interesting. In 1967, in a hidden mansion on Rokujima, Beatrice Sama existed as a human. That's a really interesting thing to say. Because you aren't saying the mansion by its name like you did last time. Yeah, a hidden mansion called Kuwa Dorian does exist. And then your latest line is a hidden mansion. Like, sure, you could be referring to Kuwa Dorian, but you could be referring to another one. Not impossible.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
助かるぜ。
It really helps.
おめでとうございます。
Congratulations.
これでバトラ様の19人目のコマ
With this, you have made clear the existence of the piece known as the 19th person. You're pretty sure they won't drop a hit second mansion? That would be kind of absurd. It would be kind of absurd. And now I'm mad. The way you put that, Rush, made my mind just go fucking from the sky. Here comes the second hidden mansion. Like, fuck.
バトラ様が熱望
I
さ
don't
れた
think the person exists outside the 18 who you can blame, just as you longed
19
for.
人目の人間。
I mean, no, not really. Like, maybe? At least, like, I still believe in a 19th person, but it's kind of hard to say it's Beato now because, like, how do I put this? Beatrice, the person who was trapped in a fucking mansion and was, like, confined there their entire lives, 19 years later, got out and planned a fuck ton of murders against people she never met before. Like, I don't know, it just feels a bit... It feels like a stretch. Because now I'm not really sure about that, because that doesn't quite make sense, you know? Before, it was easier when you said someone just was hiding on the island. Didn't have any restriction on their movement or anything. But when you restrict them that much and essentially put Beatrice in a locked room, yeah, and Rosa saw her die. That hasn't been elaborated on yet, but yeah, it's kind of funny, but elaborating here has actually made the 19th person theory less likely to be true. At least 19th person being Beatrice less likely to be true.
いかなる罪をもなすりつけることのでき
A
る
sacrificial sheep that can shift the blame of any crime onto.
それがお嬢様と
And you
は
must be
実
so
に
glad
愉快
that it is my lady. Rono laughed indiscreetly. Somehow I didn't like his phrasing. Said anything along with him.
そうだ。
That's right.
ローザおばさんは言った。
Auntie Rosa said it.
ベアトリーチェは
Beatrice
死ん
is
だ。
dead?
私が
I
殺した。
killed her?
どういう意味なんだ
What does that mean?
それは私の口から語るよりも
As for
実
that,
際に
it may be
顛末を
faster to see the
ご覧に
actual
なった方が早いでし
circumstances
ょ
rather than to listen me tell you them.
少々
Let us advance the clock a little bit more. Rono pulled a stylish pocket watch from his pocket and made it wind the crown. Oh, I never knew that was what it was called. Cool. As soon as he did it, I saw gold butterflies gather behind Rono's back and take the form of a person. Was it Beato? I quickly realized it was someone else. Are you getting Rosa in here? Nope, that's Satan? Yes, sir. The older sister of the 7 Stakes, you love tormenting me more than anything else. I don't think myself lucky to see that. If I don't think myself lucky to see that sexy ass, I'm gonna be playing along with their torture game. Nope, it's Lucifer, different from Satan. Rono-sama. So you were still here. This is an urgent call from Beatrice-sama. My. What kind of urgent business could it be? Appears though I spent slightly long chatting with you, Battler-sama. Well then, Battler-sama, if you will excuse me. Please continue to enjoy your game with my lady. Yeah. I'll enjoy it as best as I can. Because the conversations are more lively with you than with Beato. Use the red word graciously. Come talk to me again anytime. You're definitely gonna regret saying that, Battler. Battler-sama. Despite how I look, I am my lady's furniture. I cannot do something that my lady does not wish. What I said in red was something that normally should have come from my lady's mouth. Yeah, she's a bit of a tsundere. Come on, go on. I did nothing more than announce the red truth in my lady's place as she scoped. Because you didn't want to listen to her awesome backstory, Battler. How not Chad of you. Oh, she really was soaking then. Seeing me and Rono incomprehensibly hitting it off, that 7 Stakes chick cocked her head slightly. Rono-sama, we are keeping Beatrice-sama waiting. Let us hurry. Yes, I will come immediately. Well then, Battler-sama, I shall see you later. It appears that we finally started getting along. As I thought, I have a feeling that we can become good friends. Without any partners that got behind Beato's back. Rono-sama. Yes. Then, if you will excuse me. Maybe it wasn't because she really didn't like seeing me act friendly with him. Or maybe it was because she had been really told to hurry. 7 Stakes, babes, bellowed sharply at Rono, and he laughed foolishly and disappeared as if running away. How can I, the eldest sister of the 7 Stakes of Purgatory, be called on for this level of work? Beatrice-sama could easily have told one of the young sisters. It looks like they have so much free time for something like this. Sheesh. Why so grumpy, John? You're hungry to eat a cookie or something. And I'll give you the last one. How thoughtful. Then, shall I take one? A lady pushed the stacked plate with the last remaining cookie on it over to her. Arigato. Now you're gonna stab him. As though coming as a replacement of the period at the end of the sentence, a sharp sound pierced the table. The nails on 3 fingers had sharp links and were stuck. There was breath in the gaps between my fingers on the hand I had used to push the plate. Happened an instant. For a while, I didn't realize that her fingernails had grown. The tips of her nails are blades with a red manicure. The space between the bases of my fingers prickled. Those are like blades were sitting sharp in the back of my hand in the space between my fingers. By those remains, my carelessly outstretched right hand was not even permitted to shake. And all I could do now is allow a single line of coach sweat to drip down. Wowee! About time to cut your nails, babe? Lucifer. That is my noble name. Honored true serving Beato-sama, and the eldest sister of the 7 stakes of purgatory. It is not like my disgraceful and credulous younger sisters. If you don't show the proper respect, you will regret it. What are you again? I can't quite remember. I'm assuming you're pride. Ha! Least talented bitch. She pretends she's talented and is fearful of others figuring out she isn't. She's not very smart. She desires attention but will get none. She'll do serious shit and doesn't know how to act with kindness. I want to be loved, give it to me! I can't interpret this one in any way that isn't just what it says. Kidnap pretty boys and store them in the food cellar. Yeah, that's fucked up. I want a boyfriend! She desires the perfect match, but the match will never come. Okay. I don't know about the gluttony one. That one's just confusing. How would I regret it? I don't have a clue. Bakanakane. You really want to play with me? You really want me to play with you that much? You really can't get me out of your mind. I'll thrust my teeth deep into you, make you really enjoy being gouged. Got it? You bitch. One day I'll push you down and say that back to you. Oh, really? Cannibalism or kidnapping? Take your pick. Can I choose neither? I mean, both of those are really horrible. Like, I'm trying to think about this in the sense of, what if each one of the stakes represents an aspect of Beato? And it's like, yeah, this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense. Why are you wanting cannibalism or kidnapping? This makes sense. Like, you know, it's a bit... The interpretation gets a bit fucking messy when one of them is cannibalism or kidnapping, which... I don't imagine if Beato's a real person, she's fucking a kidnapper. I'll be looking forward to that then. Do you just fucking die again? Oh, if I get Spallers out of the picture for a couple bits. Because he's fucking got stabbed again. Rosa eventually regained her calm. Then wanted to hurry her into talking faster, but Kyrie intervened. It's not like she had just mentioned really happened. It was an abominable past that she wouldn't want to remember. After taking several deep breaths with her hand over her chest, it seemed that she had more or less gathered the resolve to talk. How old was I then, I wonder? Probably middle school or... Oh god, that hurts. Or... I don't remember well. Anyway, I think it was about that old? What do you mean? Maybe about 20 years ago? So you can probably add PTSD to Rose's list of mental issues? Let's wait and see how bad it is before we declare that she shouldn't punch her children. Back then, my grades weren't very good and Mother was always angry at me. I was trying to do my best in my own way. I couldn't respond to Mother's expectations at all. Mother was very strict with Rosa. I sympathized with her at the time. You say that even though you were always talking behind her back? Were you given a rest, Eva? So? Where do you meet Beatrice, Rosa-san? Hideyoshi-san, you mustn't rush her now. It's alright, Rosa-san. Tell us at your leisure. Thank you. It was the day when I had been scolded particularly harsh by Mother. Even though my tutor had promised to keep it a secret, apparently they told Mother about how I had complained. Mother scolded me horribly, saying that I was disgraceful you should owe me a family name. Of course, I was doing the best I could. I had none of Kraus Nissan's dignity. Can I get extra grades like Eva Nissan? And no leadership like Rudolph Nissan. Never stood out, didn't particularly excel at anything. Almost never wanted to ask myself. And I always wanted to ask myself why I had ever even been born that they should owe me a family. I don't know why I had been born. The day I had the experience of my mind going blank for the first time. Those times since I was born, there's in addition to facing or surrendering to my problems, I had the third choice of running away. On an island? Although I had to say run away, there's no way I could have left her or deer and gone somewhere. Oh, you think? Anyway, I wanted to run away from the mansion the way I was at the time. The way I was like running from home or maybe a half-hearted suicide. I wanted to disappear. Or maybe it was that childlike form of resistance where I tried to make my parents worry by disappearing. I thought childishly that if I went to the center of the forest, I could escape from the Shiromi house. Or maybe I could get back to them by getting lost and making them worried. So then, you went to the forest that you've been told not to go into? Yes. After reaching the beach, I followed alongside the ocean. Oh shit, I think we're about to get directions. After reaching the beach, I followed alongside the ocean. I didn't have any particular reason. But I thought that if I went around to the opposite side of the island, there might be a place on Earth that no one knew about. Which might become a hidden house just for me. Not by the beach, it'd be impossible to go all the way around. There's a cliff part way, right? No way you could possibly pass out. Of course. I kept going wherever I could and kept going deeper and deeper. Okay, not great directions, but start at the beach and then follow until you can no longer follow the beach as you go around. Walk. Okay, so you start on the beach. You go in the direction of the cliff. You keep walking until you can't. Then you go deep into the forest. That's not great direction so far, Rosa, but okay. So I have a person without any paths, but it was comfortable to me back then.
それほどの険しい森を抜けたなら、その分後ろ宮家から逃れられるって。
If I could make it through such a dangerous forest, then it would be that much greater of an escape from the Shinomiya family,
そんな気持ちだったの。
which made me feel good.
情けないわね。
How shameful!
成績で叱られ
Just
た
go
な
because
ら、
you're great, all you
そ
had
の
to do
分
is
努
work
力すれ
harder.
ばいいのに。
I know you're feeling really spiteful today, but like, is this really the moment where you should be talking like this, Eva?
それを言ってはいかんね。
You mustn't say that.
その代わり、ローザには
Doesn't
デ
Rosa
ザイ
have
ナーと
her
しての
talent as a
才能があ
designer
ったじゃない
instead?
か。
Literally, this could be taking as him covering for Rosa. If ever I knew that Rosa's company was not making any profits. Quit it. Now's not the time for sarcasm. Then you arrived there by coincidence? Beatrice's hidden mansion. Rosa nodded weakly.
どのくらい歩いたんや。
About how far did you walk?
地図で場所
Show
が
it
示
to
せ
us
る
on
ん
a
か。
map? Oh my god, oh my god. If they're gonna show us a map of the island, that would be unbelievably fucking helpful. I don't care if the map is 200 years old or anything. I want a map. I want an overview map. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Yeah.
夏さん、この島の地図はあるかいな。
That's right. Hey-san, is there a map on this island?
いえ、今ここにはありませんが。
No! No, not right here now.
無理よ。
That would be impossible.
適当に歩いただけ
I
だ
was。just walking randomly. Yeah, but you probably can fucking do something or another. It's fine.
地図を見せられたってわからないわ。
If you show me a map, I wouldn't know. I don't care. I want to see the map, bitch.
それに、あれから20年も経
And 20 years has passed since then. I don't care.
多分森へ行っても
I couldn't reach it again even if I went into the forest. I don't care. I want to see a map. Every would let out dejected sighs. It was very clear that in their haste, they had thought that some hint related to the witch's epitaph, or maybe the ghost itself may be resting there in that hidden mansion. I mean, well, I guess that kind of could be an answer to part of this. Like, okay, we have heard Beatrice be referred to the key by the chapter titles before. So I still feel like it's a safe bet that these first two chapter passages of the epitaph are trying to guide you to Beatrice, and now we know what that might mean, which is, you know, Kuadorian. That makes enough sense. So, behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved home abode. You who seek the goat land, follow its path downstream in search of the key. Honestly, she might have gotten lucky and just happened to get to the correct beach shore. But I'm not sure. Only part of Rokajima that got made ready for drone is the area around the mansion. As I can play on Coven, it wouldn't be probably taking so effort to survey the entire. Wait, this is the wrong person's voice. I'm gonna take considerable effort to survey the entire land. But just knowing that actually exists is helpful. It would take some money, but if we enlist an aerial photographer to come to investigate, perhaps the contractors who constructed this mansion about what happened at that time, you'll probably find some way to search for it. Yes. There should be ways to do it now that there isn't a question about whether it exists or not. Probably worth investigating right away. We'll do that investigation together as siblings. You won't let me do it alone, Nissan? It might be dangerous. There was on the goat that was hidden in that secret mansion. Seeing that the fireworks between Kraus and Eva had already begun. Give it a rest. For now, you two. Rosa, please continue. Yes. Finally, randomly, I kept running on and on. Suddenly, it felt like I'd come across something like an animal trail. I had no idea how far I'd walked and I was very tired. So by then, I was just naturally taking the easiest path to walk on. An actual fucking path? Holy shit. As I did, suddenly right before my eyes, a very, very tall fence appeared. It was a fence wonderfully adorned in a gothic style. For an instant, I spun around thinking that I must return to the original mansion. Of course, there were fences around the mansion silos for entering the forest, but this fence was decorated differently. As well, it was very tall. Probably reached a full 2 stories up. That is indeed tall. Holy shit. Covered with ivy and creating a mysterious, solemn atmosphere. At the time, I believed the legend of the forest, Witch of the Forest Beatrice, so that she was frightened. Someone told me that she would sometimes help if you respected her. As I had started to lose confidence in how my life was going, I believed that the only way it could be saved was by receiving her help. That's what made me think it. I believed that this was the fence that mentioned Beatrice, the Witch of the Forest. I thought that if I could meet with Beatrice, she would definitely save me. I thought I would go try in there. That fence was very, very tall and didn't look like you could go over it. I said I'd walk around it. I thought if I did, I would eventually reach a gate. It wasn't that easy. The fence had a length to match its height, and no matter how far I went, I didn't reach a corner. It might have been enclosing a very massive area. Maybe it just felt that way because my child's legs made it difficult to walk in the forest. Anyway, because I couldn't find a gate for a while, I started to feel sad as though the witch had rejected me. As I did, I eventually came upon a large tree whose root had bent the fence. I get my clothes dirty, but if I crawled, it looked like I would be able to sneak in. And that was the hidden mansion. I don't know whether it was the hidden mansion we've been talking about. So at the very least, it was a place that we know of. It wasn't though I came out into the garden as soon as I passed the fence. I can do through a lot more uncultivated forest after that. Interesting. Also, this music. Holy shit, what is this music? It's really nice. Side courses. This is great shit. Holy crap. And then the forest suddenly opened up. When I appeared there was an unbelievably fantastical scene. seeing that rogue gym where I believe no one other than us lived, when hiding such a wonderful mansion. A beautiful flower garden spanned the front of the mansion. It was a flower garden of a completely different design from the rose garden we knew so well and was so very lovely. The first mansion was also wonderful. It was one or two sizes smaller than ours. It was very elegant and yet lovely mansion. Then I saw her. Saw her sitting in the garden chair, positioned to get a view of the flower garden, wearing an elegant dress. So this conversation would have been 4 years. Okay, this would have been. Let me put this down as a note. Rosa met Beato 4 years after Ginzo and Beato's talk. Is that black dress embroidered in gold that we would later become known from that portrait? I hadn't seen an elegant dress like that except in fairy tales and on the stage of musicals. Oh yeah, you can see the giant fence in the background. Holy shit, that is massive. That person will be wearing it as their own clothes. That in itself seemed quite fantastical. The magical scene was enough to make me lose my sense of reality. Someone told me that it was a dream. I might have not obediently waited to wake up by my door. In my shock, I forgot to hide myself. She eventually noticed me. At first, her expression face listless. When she noticed me, her eyes opened very wide. It was only natural. I guess she didn't know I suddenly appeared. I might bow my head, feeling that I should greet her and apologize for entering without permission. Who are you? Ushiro, who are you? New gardener? Those are the first words she said to me. She calmed me down a little bit, because I realized she could be talked with. Because I hadn't turned into a frog just by meeting her eyes like the terrifying witch in that fairy tale. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have entered. Oh fuck, I can't do. Enter the garden without permission. Who are you? Name yourself. I am Ushiromiya Rosa. Ushiromiya? Oh. So you're one of Kinzo's family. Huh? Yes. I'm Kinzo's daughter. Good afternoon. I was just a little surprised. You just checked and Rosa met Beatrice in 1967? Oh, so, okay, okay, so Rosa was not being quite accurate when she was spitballing things when she said 20 years ago. I think, maybe. No, wait, isn't it 1987? Ah, fuck. Time is a triangle. After all, Father was a great man feared by everyone, and she had referred to him without using honorifics. So she became quickly frightening. And after all, she referred to my fearsome father that way. She must be a witch with incredible power. After staring at me curiously, she begged me to come over to her. As I obeyed, although I was filled with trepidation. 19 years, it's currently 1986 in the story. Okay, that makes a bit of sense. After all, I thought I really might be turned into a frog. The closer and closer I got, the stronger that fear became. After all, I said it several times already, but no one in her dress or the flower garden and the mansion, the entire harmony was so fantastic and beautiful that it seemed separate from reality. Surely wouldn't have surprised me if she was actually a witch. And I was truly lucky. Didn't turn me into a frog. As I awkwardly stood there, shocked still, she motioned to an open chair and urged me to sit down. Oh my god, Beatrice doesn't look like a piece of shit. Wow. Wow, what is this? Sit. And welcoming to me those who visit the garden for the first time is my only pleasure. That said, I have nothing else to find pleasure in. As she said that, she showed an unhappy smile for just an instant. Because it was full of strange mix of tension and excitement, I rudely asked her a question suddenly. Are you the witch of the forest, Beatrice? Indeed, I am Beatrice. As I thought, Beatrice actually existed. It looked just like the portraits. Yes, exactly like the portrait. Oh, she wasn't just a witch from Father's imagination. I mean, theoretically, it would make sense if it was just from Father's imagination, but knowing what we know, that would make no fucking sense, since, again, the rumor of the witch on Rokonjima was spread by fucking Kinzo's wife. And she believed in that he was visiting the fucking witch. He only started talking about the witch later on, it seems. Like, I don't know. Doesn't even seem like he spread the rumor about the goat and the witch, necessarily. And then, what did you talk to her about? As she prepared some tea, she asked various questions about myself. First, she was surprised that I'd come through the forest. She didn't believe that many dangerous wolves was outside the fences. So when I told her I reached the place by going through the forest, she was very surprised. Yes, I managed to escape from the wolves. Did I give them biscuits and let me go? Oh, now I feel fucking bad. Beato is like a fucking little kid. That's... I am now got like 3,000 questions in my mind about Beato, most of them revolving around the question of, wait, is Beato fucking actually as old as she looks, or is she supposed to be like fucking, like, 6? Because that's a, like, I understand if you're, like, sure, if you're isolated as shit, I get, like, kind of growing up differently, but it isn't completely separated from all other humans. So... I'm... Huh. Or did I cover myself in magic cloak or... Those kinds of things, I think. Yeah, that sounds... That's really fucking weird. I'm now a bit baffled because it's like... How old is Beato supposed to be? I know the CGs aren't reflecting entirely accurately, so I'm fucking confused as shit now. I was fine with the idea, like, oh, they're not entirely accurate, fine. But now I'm questioning, are they extremely inaccurate? Sounds like a witch. Or like a fucking 5-year-old kid who doesn't really understand the world because they were trapped from it and all they understand the world through is occult texts. Or an interesting person. Quiet, honey. It was a long time ago. didn't father threaten us, saying that wolves live in the forest, so we shouldn't get close in there? Yeah, there we go. Fucking Kinzo didn't say there was a witch in the forest. Kinzo said that there was wolves in the forest. The fuck? Kinzo says wolves. Kinzo's wife says witch. Yes, there was a time like that. Ridiculous. Even though Japanese wolves went extinct long ago. What a childish trick. I don't remember though. Did that really tell us something like that? There's a witch of the forest, right? No, your mom told you about that, not him. I think you ever heard about wolves. You were still in elementary school. Don't you remember? You actually went and replied that you wanted to try petting the wolves. So Father immediately gave up the wolves and changed the story about the witch. Such obvious lies. I don't believe that worth a damn. Actually, I don't believe that for a second. I think you're both misremembering some parts here. The same time, the witch already had much more immediate effect on you, Rudolph, than the wolves. I remember it well. Remember those nights when you clung to my back? I see. Even Rudolph's son used to have that cute period. Oh, put a lid on it. I was just a kid. Well, anyway. If Father was one who shut Beatrice up in there, it makes sense that he would use the same wolf story. Given that's where his Rokujima's wall that should be crossed. Dividing his two incompatible worlds, the Shiromiya family and his mistress's mansion. Even though the height of that fence does seem that Father turned the whole area going on to a giant jail cell. Also, I'm gonna be frank here. If it's fucking 2 stories tall, like, am I calling me crazy? But you could climb on, go in the forest, not even that fucking far necessarily. Climb the fuck up onto the top of a tree, a particularly tall tree, and you might be able to see that giant fence, right? Like, if it's 2 fucking stories tall, you like fucking get some string, go walk. You're gonna fucking find the fence eventually because it's so goddamn tall. Not even that hard. There's like a national border dividing his 2 separate worlds. Forget the wolves. Were there any kind of stray dogs there at the time? It could have been a fence protecting against those. There are no wolves or stray dogs on Rokujima. Is it Nisan and Kari-san are saying? Heavens was already border between us and Beatrice. However, if she's instantly believed that's all right wolves, that's pretty naive. Why, yes, it fucking is. It's not like the way I imagine a witch. That's right. I also sense that. It's very pompous, just like my image of a witch. She was also very childish and, I should say it, honest? She gave me the impression she didn't know anything about the world.
例えるなら、
I describe it. It was almost so she had come from a fairy tale land.
本当に不思議な人だったわ。
She was a truly mysterious person.
それからどうしたんだ？
What happened after that?
親父の話と
You end up talking about dad at all?
ええ、
Yes.
何日かに一
Once
度
every few days, sometimes on arranged
約
dates,
束され
sometimes
ている日
suddenly.
もあれば、突然の日もあったそうだけど、ふらりとお父
Father
様
would
が
appear
訪
casually
れ
and they
て
would
は
drink tea together,
一
just
緒にお茶を飲
walk
んで
together or something, she said.
散歩したりしたんですって。私が訪れたその日
And
は
that, by coincidence, she
た
was
またま彼女
by
一人
herself
だ
on
っ
the
た
day I
と言ってた
visited.
なるほどな。
I see.
まさに愛人といったところだ。
I wish this then. You know, it's kind of strange that they're still going with the mistress theory, but then again, Genji hasn't told them that the mistress died before the mansion was built, which would throw off their entire theory about, you know, that Beatrice being the one they, you know what I mean.
やれやれ。
My.
いくつ年下か知らん
I don't
が。
know how much longer she was,
親
but
父殿もや
not bad, father.
いかがわしい意味での交流はなかったと
I remain
確信
convinced
して
that
い
was
ま
not
す
an indecent relationship. I mean, I don't disagree, Rose. I mean, Natsui. If it's him trying to, if it's his child with Beato, then fine. But I also have to put this here. If he's trying to make the child into another Beato, that's still fucking quite indecent for completely different reasons.
バカね。男と
Cass,
女
you
の
are
温
an
泉に色
idiot.
気がないは
There's
ず
no
な
way
い
a
じ
lover's
ゃ
meeting
な
between a man
い
and woman wouldn't have some sensuality.
それでどうしたの？
What happened next?
それから何の話を？
What did you talk about after that?
私の自己紹介をしたので、逆に彼女のことを質問したわ。
Because I had introduced myself, I then asked her about herself.
そうしたら
I did. The atmosphere quickly grew depressing.
雰囲気が落ち込んでしまったの。なんていうのか
Should I say it? She seemed very listless and lonely.
寂しそうな。私が初めて彼女の顔を見た時に浮かべていたのと同じ表情だった。
It was the same expression as the one I had first seen on her face.
まあ秘密の愛人だから
Oh,
な。
that's because she was his hidden mistress.
好き勝手に
Just walked around wherever she liked. She might have been discovered by
見つか
mother.
っちまったらことだ。きっと軟禁に近い状態だったろう。
Sure, the situation was almost like house arrest.
綺麗なドレスに
Though she had new clothes up, you mansion in the garden, she must have felt very
さぞや
constrained.
窮屈な思いをしてたんだろうぜ。そりゃ苦労もあ
Not
った
no
ろ。
surprise she felt it hard.
それで
And then
彼女はきっと何か悩
there
みが
was definitely something on her mind. Hi, Reno. Okay. Hope you enjoy the VOD. Oh, why am I coughing?
それを私に話したところで何の解決にもならない
Getting the impression that it wasn't
と
something
いうような雰囲気
that
が
I could resolve just by talking with her.
私も
And feeling
と
very
ても
sad about it
悲
as
しかった
well.
のを覚えてる。私と一緒にいることさえ忘れてしまったか
You
も。
never forgot that I was even there.
遠くをぼんやり見ながら
He was gazing really off in the distance and was silent for a long,
無
long
言でいた
time.
わ。私はきっと
I thought that I
失
must
礼
have
して
said
し
something
まった に
wrong.
違いないと思ったんだけど、謝罪の言葉すらも
I didn't
口
seem to
に
be the
して
type
い
of
る
atmosphere
よう
where
な
I
雰
could
囲気じ
offer
ゃな
words
く
of apology.
だから
She
私
so
も
I to remain silent for a long, long
彼
time to
女
remember
が
that I was
私と
there.
一緒にいることを思い出してくれるまでずっとずっと黙ってた。
When she did, she muttered unexpectedly.
柵の向こうには
Are
カミ
there
狼などおらんの
really
か
no wolves beyond the fence? Are Are there really no wolves beyond the fence? Huh?
はい。
Yes!
狼なんて
I've never seen wolves
動
even
物
in a
園でも見
zoo.
たことないです。
動物園とは何か。
What is this zoo?
ああ、いろんな動物が飼われてい
This
るところ
episode's
です。
definitely moving faster to the more interesting bits very strictly ran. So I do like it quite a bit because of that. It's a place where they keep all kinds of animals.
象とかキリンとかパンダとか
They're full of rare
珍
animals
しい
like
動物
elephants,
がいっ
giraffes, and
ぱいいます
pandas.
よ。
動物園に狼はいないのか。
Are there no wolves in the zoo?
ならその
Then, that might not be
多く
scary.
ないかもしれんな。
狼がいたとしても
Even if there
動
were
物
wolves,
は
all
み
the
んな
animals put
檻
in
に入って
cages, so
ま
it's
すから
safe.
安全です。だから安
So
心
you
し
can
て
feel
見
safe
学
as
で
you
き
look
るん
in,
ですよ。
look at it and learn about them. But the forest of all people was for some reason scared of and didn't like wolves. Remember, it looked pretty comical.
それはわらわとどう違うのか。
Ooh, oh no, I was thinking that same thing, like, oh, pain on fucking everything. Yep, here's the connection. How am I different from a trapped animal? Answer, you're fucking not. It's sad as shit. Huh? You didn't even know about zoos. Like saying how fun zoos could be. It was very difficult to get a person like her, who had never been to one, to understand. By the opposite, I explained to her, her expression grew increasingly dismal. She couldn't see the difference. It seemed that, although this mansion was surrounded by high fence, it appeared to answer for her completely provided for a life of comfort. She couldn't see how she was different from a man was shut in a cage.
わらわは何者なのか。
Who am I?
皆はわらわ
Everyone
のこと
calls
を
me Beatrice.
ベアトリーチェと呼ぶ。それは確かに
And that does certainly seem to be in the name of a great witch, as you
偉
say.
大な魔女の名前らしい。
Seeing this expression on Beatrice's face is weird to say the least. Yeah, no, this is Beatrice feeling sad. It just feels very... Usually, the most we've seen of a negative emotion on her is dismay or melancholy. Not just straight up, I'm sad. But this is not me. I cannot use any magic. I simply have the soul of the witch sealed inside my body.
好みに封じられているだけなのだ。
There's definitely something mysterious about her. It wasn't just that she was somehow at odds with the world. It seemed that she truly believed that a thing called magic actually exists. I think she talked about various weird things, but I don't remember the details. All I thought was, this might be a pivotal person. Willing to leave this mansion of her own will, prisoner without even realizing it. She didn't know anything about the outside world, didn't even understand who she was. Probably vaguely understood herself that she was so pitiful. But since she didn't know anything, it seemed like she couldn't realize it was unhappiness. Yes, son, long ago, when I told you that I felt sorry for a bird in a cage, I remember you said this to me. A bird that only knows the inside of a cage doesn't long for the outside. She wasn't a bird. She was ultimately a human. Even if she had never been outside the cage, she understood that it wasn't the whole world. So, I invited her.
柵の外へ出てみますか?
Do you want to try, going out to the fence?
本当に
There really aren't any wolves.
いないですよ。
There aren't.
絶対平気
You'll
ですか
definitely be
ら。
safe.
出たいぞ。
I want to leave.
だが、
The gate is
い
always
つも門は
closed.
閉まっている。
But the gate is always closed.
私が入ってきたところがあります。
There's the place I came in
くぐり
through.
抜けられる
It's
隙
cracking
間
and
がある
slip
んです。
through.
そこを抜ければ、
If
外
we
の
go
世
through
界があ
there,
るのか。
is there an outside world?
はい。
Yes.
狼は
There really aren't any wolves. Really? Are you certain? I don't want to be clawed out and chewed up or anything. That would be an absolutely horrible fate to condemn anyone to.
はい。いません
No,
よ。
not at all. I had only planned to invite her for a short walk, but she kept looking over her shoulder at the mansion as though she was seriously deliberating over something. Then I learned what she was preparing herself for. I have had enough of this place. I want to go outside. I want to know who I am, what's happening in this world, the purpose for which I was born. I didn't know what her life had been like until then. It's probably something I couldn't express. She couldn't express easily. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. It was harsh. She would have to say that she wanted to escape. Just had to say it was sweet. She just had to say that she would stay. Like into something. After something to have a hot fireplace on a winter day, does the air grow thicker and thicker and giving you a headache? Even though you know that you shouldn't keep things the way they are, you still need the courage to open the window and be terminated by the cold wind. You started to realize that you couldn't stay there forever. You started to realize you had to go outside sometime. But since you didn't know about the outside world, that first step outside would have required an unimaginable amount of courage. She taking that into consideration and resolved herself. I put that resolution to go outside into words, for that was surely the first time in her life. I hesitated slightly. It had been decided that she would live here by father. It was as if she were father but was living burned in a cage. I just let her escape. Might be harshly scolded by father? I want to see. See what? I want to see a zoo. This is a blessed and cursed image of an unbelievable quality. Blessed and cursed in equal measure. What the fuck? I was just a little surprised when you finally showed me a soft smile. I'm fucking saving this. That might have been an inner peace, some of her newfound readiness to venture outside her cage. A soft smile, which I wouldn't have imagined could come out of that dark face. When I speak with you, I keep hearing about things I don't know about. I don't know about this thing called school, nor about zoos. I don't know about movie theaters. I don't know about amusement parks. And I think from the bottom of my heart that I want to know about them. Will you take me there? Yes? I was nervous about how I would do it and keep it secret from father, but her face looked so happy, so I went along with her and nodded. It seemed that her meaning behind my vague expression was not communicated to her. She didn't believe that I'd really take her to all these places if we left. You are not 19. I don't okay. I'm going to abandon the theory that, okay. I can't believe this fucking bitch is actually in her, 20s or anything, okay? Or even her late teens. I can't believe it worth a damn, okay? She is, I can't. This naivety, this separation from everything. What? I can't. She has to be young as fuck, right? But she's... God damn it. Take me into the game world. Let me see the flashback face to face. I need to know exactly how old she is. It was pure and genuine. They probably never been tricked by anyone. No, maybe it should be said that she hadn't been taught how to doubt. Her face was somewhat radiant and yet pathetic. I wanted to somehow grant her a modest wish. I have had enough of Beatrice. I want to know who I am. I want to start as a new human, not Beatrice. So, I want you to take me from here. I don't need tea anymore. I don't need this dress. I won't meet with Kinzo again. Please, take me from here. Rosa. However, that responsibility is one that such a child as me couldn't possibly bear fully. Her serious gaze and her brilliant smile, was as though an evil spirit had lifted from her. Made me feel a little courage started to rise up inside myself. This is definitely something that would get me in a lot of trouble. It's definitely the right thing to do. God, there was once a time where Rosa would see someone like this talking about magic, talking about all the good, having an instant smile on their face, and she wouldn't fucking smack them. Can you imagine? Of course, I won't be able to ask help from father, not mother either. Is that Oni-sama or Oni-sama? Now, what about the reliable Genji-san? Or that's right, what about Kumasawa-san, whom I can always talk to when I'm in trouble? I'm sure they'll be able to do something. Anyway, for now, I'll take her out of here. Because this is no longer a place where she wishes to be. So I took her to the crack in the fence and let her outside. So I was nervous, trying to make sure there were no wolves around. But after that fear disappeared, she seemed down to have any fun, even just walking around this dense forest. Every time she found something, she would ask me about it. They were all really minor things. What's that flower? What's that leaf? And that sound? Oh my god, she's fucking adorable. I am falling for Beato for being cute as shit. Is this the power of Gap Moe? And that smell was really like the inside of the fence had been her entire world. So to her, who had stepped out of the world, this was... Nope, it's strange. In the beginning, when I first saw her, I thought that she was the absolute incarnation of a witch relaxing by a witch's mansion. Now it's different. Or actually, the complete opposite. She had gone out of the world she had believed to be finite, and so joy at realizing for the first time that the world was endless. Oh. Oh, the endless witch. You don't mean she's the endless... There is an endless amount of new experiences for her to have now. As though she was the one who had been thrown into a fairy tale. If she was Alice, then I foamed like a rabbit holding a watch. Alice is gonna go horribly wrong. I don't know, but I'm not looking forward to it. Sure, it's probably a really fun walk to go to the room with excitement. But as for me, the truth was, I was completely bewildered. After all, I had walked randomly to get there. There's no way I could have known the way back to the mansion. There's no light in the forest, and I brought a flashlight. Because that would be terrible if it got dark while we were still like this and grew impatient. She was too innocent. Apparently, she didn't understand at all how frightening it would be to face the night inside the forest. I was the one who brought her outside. Somehow I had to take responsibility and resolve the situation. So I thought, that now we should just go to the sea. Rush, no! She's not gonna fall off a cliff, please! Please don't make her fall off a cliff. That'd be so horrible, Rush. No! No! If we followed the coast around, eventually we should be able to make it back to the mansion. However, that was much more of a problem than I imagined. After all, I didn't have a map or a compass. There's no way I could walk in a straight line through an uncultivated forest, and I immediately lost my sense of direction. I had already no clue which trail I'd come by and was going to be lost. At this rate, I would definitely fall before I ever knew which way I was walking. But I didn't have the luxury to complain, because I wouldn't follow behind me so instant and having so much fun. Therefore, for the sake of her smile, if nothing else, I absolutely had to guide her out of the forest. Grating my teeth so I didn't show her a troubled face. Pushed my way onward through the pathless woods. And although we had various trouble, we were lucky enough to make it to the sea. At the time, I didn't even have a clue where I was on the island. But for the time being, I was just a little reassured. Realizing I just went around this way, I was sure to be able to return to the mansion. Of course, although I said that we should see, we were on the top of a rocky cliff. I only know of one cliff? Oh no, the shrine. The beach was far below us. Aside from walking around the forest for so long, so I thought that even though it was a rocky beach, an open area would probably be much easier walking. Then we decided I'll go down the cliff. It looked pretty dangerous, I wonder if there was some other way. However, Beato agreed with my plan without any doubts. Even though she was probably older than me, she obeyed me truly and obediently, as almost though she was some sort of chick who believed I was a mother bird. I searched to see if there was some place where I could go down the cliff. Then I found a place where the cliff had crumbled into a slope. It looked a little dangerous, but if I went down on both hands and both legs like I was crawling, it'd probably be okay. Let's go down there. Let's go down there. You're dangerous if you aren't careful. But now, if we go down the beach and walk along it, I think we can avoid getting into any more... Rush, stop! Stop with the quotes! If you would do that, then let's go! I found this getting lost to be fun also. I'm very happy. You really had no sense of danger. There's probably no mistake that she lived in a life without discomfort. Even though she knew it would get dark when night fell, she couldn't imagine how dangerous the inside of forest would be without a light. Furthermore, it seemed that she couldn't grasp at all how dangerous it might be if she fell from the cliff. I warned her once more to be careful. I cautiously examined the place where we could go down. It looked pretty high up. I think it might have been about 10 meters down. Looked at it from the bottom up, it would probably have looked shorter than the roof of the mansion. That one was slightly like staring down from Tokyo Tower's observation room. Beato still appeared to be completely without fear. As though she had never been taught that high places were dangerous. Well, maybe she truly believed that she was a witch, that she could fly, so there wasn't anything dangerous. But please be careful. It's pretty high. I will be careful. I see there's a beach if we go down. I see there's a beach if we go down there. Is there an aquarium there? No, there are no aquariums on the island. I think there are a lot of fish to see. I see. So there are fish. Are there whales and dolphins and penguins like you talked about? No, you would have to go to the aquarium for those. There aren't many aquariums unless you leave this island. Is that so? But I look forward to it. What kind of fish are whales? Really big fish and... aren't they mammals? I think. And they spit out seawater. Oh. And then the dolphins? They're really smart fish and... Huh. Aren't they also mammals? They're really smart and they can be taught tricks and stuff. Then, oh, what about the penguins?
これは
weren't
鳥
they
類だっけ
birds?
なんだ
What's this?
水族
Did you say
館
there
に
were fish in
さっきから
aquariums?
魚が出てこんぞ。
まあ
Well, there isn't only fish. There are kind of all kinds of things that live in
い
the
ろいろな
ocean.
海の生き物がいっぱいいるんですよ。
ほほー。それはとても
I
楽
am
しみ
really
だ。
looking forward to that. No. No! She made somebody described as short as kind of funny Russian short voice. No, probably the scream. I think. No. No. Something made it sound like that. Her body separated from the cliff and gently fell down. Many thought to say to her, how many times I warned you to be careful? The thought of a child. Without a child, Millie gets mad when something happens, trying to show they are not at fault. Of course, I said it too. You all right? How many times I warned you? So, how did you fall from the cliff? What happened? What happened to her? Rosa. Rosa fell silent. Her gaze fell to her feet, as though she was seeing through the floor to some disgusting memory. She died, right? Eva's brutal words were the only ones that Rosa had most wanted to avoid. And when she was hit with them, she screamed in resignation. Yes, she died! It's a rocky beach made sharpened his rocks lay exposed.
たくさんむき出しになっていた。目を見開いたまま、すごい血が溢れ出して。
Her eyes were so open.
真っ赤な絨毯を広げてい
The
た。
blood kept pouring out. Suddenly, a red carpet was spreading out.
声をかけた
I
わ。
spoke to her, shook her.
でも、
She refused to respond, not even a blink. No, she couldn't even close her
私
eyes.
すらも。いいえ、まぶたを閉じることさえしてくれなかった。
It was my
私が
fault.
悪いのよ。彼女はドレス
She was
姿だったの
wearing
よ
a。dress, remember?
あんな動きに
Though I knew her outfit was moving, I said we should go down the
私
cliff.
が壁木を降りようなんて言ってしまったから。彼女は
She was incredibly insistent to obey me. She obeyed what I said without any doubts.
何の疑いもせずに従って。
いつまで死んでいるつもりか。
How long do you plan to remain dead? This is not the time to say that, Beato. You're fucking. What the fuck?
いい加減に目を覚ませ。
Open your eyes already.
まったく。
How's you just turning to your lump of meat without me?
ところで勝手に肉塊に姿を変えようって。
おめえのとこの太もも姉ちゃんとイチャついて
I
ただ
was
け
just
だ
throwing your friend, the sexy ass chick.
それより
Lee, what is all this? I'm not aware when I'm dead, I assume.
見たまま。
It is as you see.
わらわは
I
足
missed
を
my
踏み
footing,
外して
fell down,
なん
and
だ
died. What did you say?
19人目として登場しておき
Even
な
though you appeared as the 19th person, you say you died?
ふざけるなそんなわけ
Don't
はない
mess with me, that can't be.
ローザおばさんは子
Auntie
供だった
Rosa was a kid and she was panicking.
医者がいたわけ
It's
じゃ
not
な
like there
い
was a doctor.
多分
Probably made a mistake thinking you were dead and probably were in a state of apparent death,
仮死状態か何かで生きていたんだ
actually alive,
そうだろ
right? It can't be. She's obviously alive. Otherwise she wouldn't be here right in front of me, right? Major complications going forward. Great. Fuck, I don't know how to work with this. The kid age Auntie Rosa was shaking Beatrice's body, crying. She stared into that face, but her eyes were so open it really was a corpse. Her brushed it off like something vague, like a state of apparent death. From any angle, there's nothing apparent about it. She really didn't look anything but dead. Okay, repetition requested. Beatrice died in 1967. I feel like that's a very important thing to ask. It doesn't change the state of the board or anything else. But okay, so here's the thing. Saying if she says it, it's not a stalemate question, so it should be fine to ask or red text. Because if it is, it doesn't really. If she did die in 1987, yeah, that doesn't break Beatrice's witch theory or witch point of view. It doesn't make it that impossible. In fact, it reinforces her own notion. So while it's a trap, I'd fall into this one because I need to see what's on the bottom. Beatrice had fallen upside down from the cliff of that height. Her head had smashed against the tip of those sharp rocks. You would die, wouldn't you, from that height? On those rocks? I can't accept that. No matter how dead she looks, she has to be alive. She's being this damn irritating witch. That way all the inconsistencies fit. Being confined to my grandfather in Hidden Mansion the whole time. And then avenge herself, she planned out her revenge, and she would go on to commit a number of atrocious murders. Atrocious probably mistakenly thought that she was dead. You know, it's a real shame that Balor's a fucking dumbass, because this doesn't disprove the 19th person. Like, it really doesn't disprove the 19th person. But, you know, Balor isn't going to realize that, so. She was really alive, and as soon as Auntie Rosa left, she miraculously started breathing again. And she now lived until today and would open the curtain on the scene of her revenge. Otherwise, the facts don't fit together. No wonder you tricked me so easily. You repeat it in red? Okay, he's doing it. It is a trap, but it's one I'd willingly fall into. That you died for certain. He has to be alive, right? It's obvious. How does it look like being alive to you? She's definitely dead. Say Beatrice died in 1967. Come on, do it. Do it. That's not specific enough of a red text. Say Beatrice died in 1967. My theory is that 19th person was grandfather's mistress. She was a human. Beatrice broke down. Honestly, Balor, that was broken long before because you don't remember. Seriously, Balor, do you not remember Genji's speech in Kinjo's room during episode 1 about Beatrice? Yes, Beatrice was Kinjo's mistress. No, she died before the mansion was built. You fucking dumbass. I thought I managed to segue from a defense position to a counterattack, but then who are you? You just died this very minute. You're not going to say you revive yourself with magic, are you? I think I've already explained it, though. The me that is lying over there definitely has my soul. That body was nothing more than the cage of flesh trying to tie me to the physical world. God, is this a fucking metaphorical meeting Rosa had, or is this literal? Oh God, I'm gonna have to fucking like, dissecting this shit's gonna break my brain. And that cage of flesh was thus broken. Do you understand what that means? I don't have a clue anymore. Keep having fun with your witch girl talk. I'll listen instead of eating a cookie. What the? It's empty! Hey, can I get some more black tea? Ronobe? I guess want some black tea? When Beato clapped her hands, Ronobe appeared. Well, there sure are convenient. A refill, is it? Certainly. How much shall I pour you? I've got more than enough to go with it. Half will be fine. Filling it to the brim regardless is the English custom. No, I just wet my throat would have been fine if you do the top with tea. Right back to Beato sipping in silence.
ちょっと目を覚ましてよ。
Wait, open your eyes.
ビアトリーチェ
Beatrice! Rosa shook me. No, she shook the corpse that had once been me. Watched over her from a short distance away. Ah, so I fell from there and died? I knew that was true for a while. After that... I'm sorry, what? You believe that was true for a while? Ah, so I fell from there and died. I believe that was true for a while. That... What? Oh, wait, I should read the entire line. After that, I saw Rosa spend a long time beside the corpse and watched her as she ran away. Eventually, I realized I was a different individual from that corpse. Okay. I think I need to take the death scene as a metaphorical shit. Possibly. On that day, Beatrice died again, but someone else was born. That's right. I am me. So, I've finally been able to escape from Kinzo's restrictions. Eventually, I felt the memory returning. The fact that I was an endless witch who had lived for 1,000 years. And then I remembered that I'd been summoned by Kinzo for a long time and been imprisoned by him. While I've been imprisoned in a cage of flesh, I completely lost my memory as a witch. However, thanks to Rosa, if you could say that. The death did happen, baby. Remember that supposedly being released. Doing so, that supposedly doing so releases the footage of Silver in prison Kinzo made. Okay, fuck yeah, Beatrice. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, that's fucking witch. Fucking no, fuck off. She didn't actually die. Beatrice, the metaphorical prison, died, and someone else came out. I gotta go with that because otherwise this shit makes no sense. Otherwise, I gotta say there's another fucking Beatrice. And at that point, I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. If we just go, yes, I got Beatrice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, got replace them like candies. Thanks to my accidental but fortunate death, I now have only brought myself together. Rosa, you're probably regretting that you brought about my death. But as for me, I could even thank you. Rosa already nowhere to be seen. Had she gone to call a doctor, or is she escaped from the scene, which had become scary? That no longer matters. That solo show is no longer worth anything more. All that aside, how frail I am now. Even this glorious midday sun is agony to me now. I destroyed my human form. Then I changed it to several gold butterflies. Yes, my magic power is fair as it now, this form is easier. Oh, fuck. Okay. I suppose you could make it extra tragic. Okay, so let's say Beatrice died. Fine. Beatrice the Silver the mistress dies before the mansion is built. Beatrice the Witch dies 19 years ago. What if the Gospel House? If Kinzo wants to recreate his mistress once with his child, with the little kid they had, what's doing it again, you know? Maybe? That feels like a stretch, but like, I guess theoretically he might try a fucking again, but that'd be stupid. And like I fucking feel like my brain's shutting down trying to make a connection there. It's like that would be so incredibly dumb for him to do it a third goddamn time. I'd smash my own face in. Remember the whole story started because Beatrice wanted to disprove the 19th person theory? Yes. And this story doesn't fucking do that. It doesn't do that because the 19th person doesn't have to be fucking Beatrice. Someone could have stuck on this island fucking weeks ago. It's not fucking there. Escape even a light from the light of the sun. I rode the wind and lightly passed somewhat cooler in the forest. And it would take some time recuperating and regain my original power. Thinking about how I paid Kinzo back for all he has done. Dancing alone through the air, I looked down the shore one more time. On the rocky shore lay the figure I once possessed, that I would eventually regain. Being in this form of that physical body I've thrown away, it will probably take more than 100, 200 days. Maybe require 1,000 days or maybe even more. However, I am the Endless Witch. The Golden Witch has lived for 1,000 years. Waiting any countable number of days is no problem at all. Oh, Kinzo. May regret that you are not here now. No longer be able to capture me.
それで、お前は黄金の蝶に姿を変え、森の中に潜んで魔力が回
Then
復
you
する
changed and
の
go
を
to butterflies in the forest, wave your magic powers, sir. Is that what you're saying?
そういうことだ。
That is correct.
そなたを調
I
整
take
す
this
るた
form
め
to
にこ
stare
の
at you, but
姿を
normally
取
these
る。
are
本来は
these
蝶
are
たちの
magically for me
姿
to
で
keep
い
my
た
form
方
as
が
gold
魔力
butterflies.
的には楽なのだ。
無理しねえで楽な格好で
Don't
嫌が
stress
れ。
yourself and stay in the easy form.
ムカつく笑い
But
声
I
を
might not
聞か
hear
ずに
your
済むぞ。
irritating laugh.
蝶に姿を
When I
変え
turned into
森に
butterflies
紛
in the
れた藁
mid-forest, it
を
was
探し出すこと
already
な
no
ど
longer possible for
もは
Kinzo
や
to
金
find
蔵に
me.
は不可能なこと。だが、金蔵も
However,
指を
Kinzo
加え
was
てい
not
る
about
わ
to
けで
stand
はな
there
い。
doing nothing.
しかし藁を
So he would
捉
be
える
unable to
方
immediately
法
prepare a
は
way
す
to
ぐに
catch
用意
me.
はできぬ。そのため、ま
Therefore,
ずは
he
藁を
is
この
first
島から
he
逃
first
がさ
moved
ぬ
immediately to prevent me from leaving this island
そして、
and to keep me from
藁
regaining
の
my
力を取り
power.
戻すことがないよう、即座に手を打ったのだ。やれやれ。
My, all I can say is that Kinzo does not seem to justify the imagination.
想像を絶する。あれに惚れら
It
れ
is
る
pretty tough to be
なか
loved
なか
by
に
someone
辛
like
いもの
that.
だぞ。
蝶になったお前を逃がさない
A
方
way to
法
keep you from leaving after you become butterflies?
なんだよ。
What did he put a login around the entire forest?
うん。
Indeed.
それを魔
He
法
did
的
the
に
magical
行ったの。
equivalent.
そなたは知っておるか？
Did you know?
船着き場の先の洋上に岩礁
On
が
the
浮か
scene
ぶ
from the harbor floats a reef on which sits a small shrine of Eastern magic.
あ
Ah,
あ、あれ
that.
か。今年はなく
It
なっ
was
てた
gone
けど
this year, though.
昔修験者が作ってったと
This
か
all
いう
shrine built
祠
long ago
の
by Mountering Ascetic, right?
六軒島は元来歪みのある島でございます。
You know, I guess, what does Battler see? Because I'll take this, okay, either Battler, okay, Rush, is it a spoiler to answer me what the fuck Battler actually knows from the game boards? Because at this point, I'm really confused why Battler is kind of, like, did Battler not see the prologue of episode 2? Like, was he not allowed to see that shit? Or is that spoilers for me to know? Because I can't fucking figure out. It's made very clear about like, what the magic side of things would have been. But Battler seems completely ignorant. Like, I can buy him dismissing by his own, by like what he has to, if he sees like how with laser swords with cannon, like, yeah, he'll probably go like, yeah, I'm not gonna even fucking acknowledge that because it's doesn't fit in any way to reality. But this other shit is just like, it's confusing. Magical beings and other beings of similar ilk were attracted to it. My lady herself is one of them, I imagine. How about some more tea?
いただこうぞ。
Please.
それらは人間たちに害をなし。
They did harm to humans and probably left several eerie legends behind them.
それを聞きつけた東洋魔術師が古代に設け
That small shrine was built in ancient times by an Eastern mage. You heard of them.
長い時間を経て、その力は失われておった。
A long time passed and that power was lost. Battler doesn't know about the prologues and typically only has information as his piece is aware of on the game board with some exceptions. Okay, thank you, because it was like I didn't want to assume Battler was a giant dumbass, but like, you know, I can't entirely dismiss that at all time. So thanks. Just I'm happy to understand a bit more like why he asked some questions that are really obvious. Otherwise.
金蔵はそれを修復することで島の結界を蘇ら
By repairing it, Kim's will restore this island's barrier and once again try me to this island.
西洋魔女の
Can Eastern magic work on a Western witch like you?
通じるのかよ。
本来は相性が悪い。
Beatrice is visibly showing something that he's aware of it as well. Okay, cool. Good to know. I'm basically only... I don't feel bad for asking this because I'm basically just asking, hey, what information does the character have access to that I should already know who he has access to? Normally, the affinity is poor. However, the person showing me there, in a way, might have been more suitable. If it was Western magic, I would have had some knowledge. For any barrier, there would have been some measure I could have taken. But Eastern magic is outside my area of expertise. Is their area of expertise just murder? Shut. Yes, let me demonstrate to you again. Oh, no. It was as if I had been given chopsticks instead of a spoon for some soup I was trying to eat. Why are you like this? Just... why? There's probably a reason at this point with how bad you are with these metaphors, but... why? And it's very strongly controlled by Eastern magic. Western magic loses much of its power. It would have taken her 1,000 days to regain her power, even under normal circumstances.
長くかけねばならなかったのです。
And now it would take her much, much longer.
それで
You're trying to say that it took you 20 years to regain your power, and now you revived like this?
って言いたいのか？
辛く長い年月で
Those were horribly long years.
わらわは黄金の蝶の姿のまま
I spent many days in the form of gold butterflies, found Kinzo's mansion, and watched over him every single day.
どのように仕返しをしてやろうか。それを思案することだけを日々の楽しみに生きてきた。
I lived through those days with no means to enjoy myself except to ponder how I would get back at him.
わらわにとって幸運
What's
だった
fortunate for me was that during those
その間の
20 years,
20年間金蔵はわらわを探し
Kinzo tried to use every magic to finally capture me and failed in them
こと
all.
ごとく失敗した点だったか。人間に起こせる奇跡の数など
A human cannot bring about miracles very many times.
わらわをあれ
Even
だけ
simply
長く
holding
捉えていた
me
だけ
captive for that long had been a miracle far above his place.
奇跡だ。そう何度も捉え
If
られて
anything
はた
burned
ま
to be
らぬわ
for me to be captured like that multiple times.
じいさまが前のゲームだかで言ってたな。
Grandfather said something in the previous game.
魔法は確
Something
率
like
的奇跡
magic
に
grows in
宿る
probabilistic
み
miracles.
たいなことをよ。
Oh, wait, yeah, Rush. Has Balor forgotten what Genji said in episode 1 during the room scene when they talked out Beatrice? Like, did he forget about that shit? 'Cause that's important info. I don't blame him if he forgot, but like, did he just forget?
金蔵はわらわを
While Kinzo searched for a hidden art to capture him again, he ended
そ
up
こ
at
に行
that.
き着いたのだ。そして13人の生贄を
Then he
捧
finally
げること
worked out the
で
ritual
わらわを
involving the
再
offering
び
of 30
蘇らせる
sacrifices to revive me
つ
again.
いに編み出したのだ。
You're honestly not sure if he was even paying much attention then. Okay.
13人
13 sacrifices.
それが魔女の碑文。
That is the witch's epitaph.
生贄の歌
It
で
is
ご
a
ざいます
poem of sacrifices.
第一の番に6人。
6 people on the first twilight.
第二の番に2人。
2 people on the second twilight.
そして
And 5 more
第
people
4
on
の
the
番から
fourth
第8の
through
番に
8th
かけて5
twilight.
人。合計13人の生贄を捧げる禁じられた儀式。
Over a ritual involving the offering of a total of 13 people as sacrifices.
その生贄はランダムに決められ、儀式を執り行う金蔵自身も例外にはなりません。
Those sacrifices are chosen randomly, and the one holding the ritual, Kinzo himself, is not an exception.
バカ野郎。
You're out of your
こ
mind.
の島で起こ
You're
っ
saying
た
that
あ
all
の
the
凄
gruesome
惨な
murders that
殺
occurred
人
in this
が
island were a part of a weird
お
ritual?
かしな儀式だって言うのかよ。
I was vaguely thinking that this might be a possibility. It's taken to hear that there's truth on a witch and a demon say, oh really? And accept it?
六軒島
There
に
are
は
18 people on
18人。
Rokenjima.
13人が
13 are sacrificed, only 5 are left
5
alive.
人だけが生き残る。そしてわら
Then
わは
I
蘇る。
revive.
つまり金蔵がわらわに再び
In other words, the odds that Kinzo will be able to meet me again are probably around 1/3.
その確率に自らの命を落とし
He He bet his own life on those odds.
残りわずかな寿命の最後の一
Wishing for a
戦
reunion with me for the last bit of his remaining life.
そのふざけた儀式のために俺たち親族が集められたってのかよ。
You're saying you gather our family for the sake of that fucked up ritual?
避けやがって。
Oh yeah, real fucking
い
funny.
い加減なこ
Don't
と
say
を
stuff
抜
like
か
that,
すんじゃ
damn
ない
it!
元より契約の
It was
通り
according to the contract from the beginning.
金蔵の生を終え
When
る
Ginzo's life ended,
貸し与えた
all the ore I had lent him and all the
そ
assets
して
Ginzo
金
created
蔵が
were
生
to
み
be
出した
received
財
by
産の
me.
すべてをわらわがもらい受けることになっておる。金蔵には散々に英雄を飲ま
Ginzo
さ
put me
れ
through a
た。
nightmarish ordeal.
今となっては
Think back on it now, it was an
この1000年でも稀な時間だった。
extraordinary period amid the past 1,000 years.
何しろ魔女の天敵
After all, the
は
natural enemy of a witch is boredom.
それから逃れ
The
ること
Kinzo
が
offered me
で
a
きる
chance to
数
run
十
away
年
from
間
that for
を提供
several
した金
decades.
蔵にはなるほど。
Yes,
それも
considering
含
that
め
among
て
other
借り
things,
が
I
あ
might
るや
have a
もしれ
slight
ん。
debt to him.
わらわは金蔵のゲ
I
ー
decided
ム
to
に
go
乗る
along
こ
with
とにした。
Kinzo's game.
そしてまず
And so, first off,
Kinzo
Kinzo
は
returns to me the
後
Ishiro
ろ宮
Miya
家当
family
主
head
の指
ring.
輪をわらわに返却する。わらわの黄
It is
金
the
で
house
復活さ
revived
せ
by
た
my
家だか
gold,
ら。
you see.
そして
Then, I choose
13
13
人の
people
生贄を
arbitrarily as
気まぐれに決
sacrifices.
めるのだ。そしてその
And as that unfolds, two people are thrown into total confusion.
わらわに立ち
And
向
show
かお
me
うと
various
様
aspects of
々
the
な
fabric of
人
human
間模
relationship
様を
as
見
you
せて
stand
くれる
against
こ
me,
とは
which
わら
gives
わ
me
にとって
great
非常
pleasure.
に愉快なことだ。わらわはこの金
I
蔵の
really
ゲ
do
ー
like
ムを
this game of
実に気に入ってい
Kinzo's.
る。
Ah!
そんな魔
I
法
definitely
話
won't believe in that kind of magic
絶対信じねえ
story.
ぞ。じゃあお前は誰な
And
の？
who are you?
お前は崖か
You
ら転
fell
落
off
し
a
て
cliff
死ん
and
だんだろ
died, damn it!
魂が抜け
Your
出
soul
して蝶
slipped
にな
out,
って
became above
森
you
へ
went to the forest?
そんな
That's
の
all
ある
a
わ
load
け
of
ねえだろうが。
bullshit!
だがお前はここにいる。
But you are here.
誰だってんだ。
Who are you?
お前こそが
Are you the
19人目じゃねえ
19th
のかよ。
そうであるな。わ
That
らわこ
is
そ
true.
が
I
19
most
人目
surely
であろう
am the
な。
19th person.
だがダメだぜ。
But it's no good, I'm afraid.
全
It's no
然ダ
goddamn
メ
good at
だ。
all. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. You two are the same person. Got it. Okay, yep. Although that could be the mocking aspect in this case, so man.
この六軒島に19人以上の人間は存在しない。
Oh. I didn't think you'd actually do it. Huh. Well, it doesn't make the murders impossible, but... Why didn't you say this earlier? I mean, okay, so we're back to stage 0, I guess. Okay, other than Beato's backstory, this entire section in Purgatory has been fucking pointless. Holy shit.
なんだっておー。
What did you say?
ってことは
So you're saying the X of the 18 plus X doesn't exist?
X は存在しないってのかよ。俺が取ったコマ X は存在しないってのかよ。
You're saying the piece I took, the X doesn't exist?
そういうことになり
That
ま
is
す。
what it means. Remember, she wants a silent battler. I know, but can she not waste my time? I'm a reader. I don't want to fucking... Don't waste my time. Fine, you silent battler. Please do it faster.
実にご愁傷様です。
You have my condolences.
しかし、
However, my lady, you truly are a fast worker.
もう少し
I thought you were letting him flounder around one more before turning everything over at the
思って
end.
おりました。さてバトラ様、
Well then, Battle-sama, would some more tea be agreeable to you? No, I know. I got some other useful information, but the crow bit and the entire crow bit and the 19-person bit were fucking pointless. Like in this episode at least, it's like, oh wow, there isn't a 19th person. Okay, basically this is when Bala goes, I think there might be a 19th person. Beatrice goes, there isn't. Bala goes, ah, fuck. I've summed up the entirety of the 19th person conversation. I don't want any, damn it! I don't believe it! This Cobra can't be one of the 18? Then what the hell are you? Why are you here? My brother doesn't exist, and are you saying you're one of the 18 in disguise? For you, although you're reluctant to use it, downing one of the 18 will serve as a final escape route, much like castling. However, for me, the hard part is just beginning. You need only throw away appearances, and you can prepare covered freely amid the 18 people. Finding a route through those 18 pieces in order to checkmate you and force you to accept me will be truly difficult. Like hell I'll do that! I won't doubt any of the 18! Tyler, please, I know it's painful, but you have to if you want to win. If you want to make a scapegoat, you have to put it on someone. I don't want to doubt. Have I really been cornered here again? Damn it, damn it, damn it! Looks like my game with you, which is lasted 3 rounds, is finally entering the end game, doesn't it? There's nowhere to run anymore, you know. You don't want to doubt any of those beloved people 18, right? I can take that burden from you if you want. Yet why do you refuse me? They say you should play the opening like a book, the middle game like a magician, and the end game like a machine. I'll corner you from here on. Slowly, carefully, surely. Or on the other hand, would it be better if I press you all the way at once, as would be fitting right now? That would suit you. Let's do that. I already have a thorough knowledge of which methods of attack you cannot handle. Uh-oh, they're showing us the people. Oh no, they're showing us everyone, aren't they? Is it time? It's time. Oh, fuck the marriage proposal. And the bell has rung. And the game began. Please let Kyrie survive this time. Please let her survive. Please. I really want her to live. Time to begin the real murder mystery. Okay, because I'm a bit tired and I want to be rested for tomorrow, I'm actually going to end this a bit early. I think this is the best time. I mean, this is a lot of information to take in, nevertheless. So and also, everyone needs to see this stream. There weren't a lot of people here today. God, this is another stream which is like, yes, please watch if you want to understand what the fuck's going on. So, probably best to leave it there. I am very confused about everything now. I need to rethink a lot of theories about Beatrice because, well, my only thought is like maybe there's multiple Beatrices, but fuck, this is gonna get confusing. Anyway, thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. The first time coming, I suggest you subscribe and the notification bell so wherever I'm streaming. If you're liking the video, leave a like, leave a comment down below. As well, if you share this video around with whoever you can think would want to see it. And besides all of that, I'll be making sure to stream a bit more Umineko before things are going to be get rocket fuel added to the trash fire that was Rogajima next time. Yeah. Can't wait to see every 6 people die, and I really hope it's all the children. That way we can have a mystery without them. Valor might not be an exception, but we'll see. Anyway. Thank you all again. Thank you all very, 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 very much. Hopefully we'll get in a bit more Umineko before I go on a short break with my family. But, besides that, thank you all again. Thank you all very, very much. And now I'm going to get up close. I'm going to get quiet. I'm going to ask where the fuck my frames are. And I'll say goodbye.